New studio, huh? Pretty spiffy. Today we are cooking French ham sandwiches from Matty Matheson's newest cookbook, Soup Salad Sandwiches. Sandwich number 1 will be croque madame, and sandwich number 2 will be jambon beurre. Starting with the more complicated one, this recipe is interesting because Matty used to work at my favorite restaurant, La Palette, and this croque madame recipe is from that restaurant. We're gonna start by making a Mornay sauce. So we need to set a heavy bottom saucepan over medium-high heat. I know how to make Mornay sauce. I've done this before. Like, this part isn't new. I don't know where any of your stuff is, but we got a healthy amount of French beurre. It's going in the pot. We're gonna melt that nice. Step number 1 in making a Mornay sauce is making a roux. You make a roux by melting some butter, get that bubbling, and then you add a little bit of flour, and this is gonna make our sauce thickeroni. Butter is melted and bubbling, going in with our flour, and we need to vigorously work that in with a wood spoon. We wanna make sure we don't get any color. And we're gonna cook this for about 5 minutes until the raw flour taste has cooked off. And then we're gonna go in with our milk. I'll constantly stir this so it does not burn. I got this bad habit where I open a book to cook a recipe but don't read the recipe first. So, pardon moi. We got our roux. We can all agree we have a roux. Now we have 1 cup of whole milk, which we're gonna slowly incorporate. Now you may be familiar with this. Once we finish adding the milk and we get a smooth sauce, that is a bechamel. Who knows how we turn a bechamel into a Mornay? Yeah, cheese. Hell yeah, dude. It's always good when you're cooking with milk to make sure you keep moving it so it doesn't scorch at the bottom, because the fat in the milk can burn pretty easily. And then you end up with shit sauce. And nobody wants shit sauce. We're gonna get a little simmer going from our sauce. We're gonna add a cup of shredded Emmental cheese. Add half a cup at a time. Let's stir that in. Mix that in until that gets melty and nice in there. Going in with another half cup of cheese. But she's getting clumpy and thick. More cheese. More cheese. We're gonna keep stirring this until this hopefully gets smooth, which I believe it will. It's basically like, this is how you make macaroni and cheese, this is how you make fondue, all that good stuff. It's all the same concept. You do need to constantly whisk though. This is so boring. You know what? That's looking like a Mornay sauce to me. Look at that, it's a cheese sauce. Huh? You know, season it with a little pinch of salt, kosher salt. Couple cracks of black pep, just a little bit of Dijon, get that all worked in. A little pinch of nutmeg. Is this still in the thing? I don't remember what this looks like when it's in the thing or out of the thing. Yep, okay, gotta take the nutmeg out of, oh, this nutmeg's just old. Okay. I'm gonna grate a little tiny bit of nutmeg in there. That's delicious. That little bit of mustard makes a huge difference. Sauce should coat the back of a spoon when it's done. Yeah, it definitely does that. Okay, we're removing that from the heat. We're letting that cool completely. Preheat broiler on high. Already did it. Build your sandwiches. We should let that cool completely before we build the sandwiches.
Doesn't it say set aside and let cool completely?
Yeah.
Then yes.
All right, cut. Our Mornay sauce, completely cooled, and as you can see, it's thicker than a Snicker. So that's good. I think the reason why it asks you to cool it off, it doesn't say this in the book, but I think the reason why it wants you to cool it off is so it's easier to spread, so it's not like runny all over your bread. We're gonna build our sandwiches. I got 3 pieces of thick cut challah bread. Spread a generous layer of your Mornay sauce on the sides of each slice. Bro, how much of this shit does he want me to put on here? Look, these sandwiches are not for the faint of heart or the calorically sensitive. I got some really nice French ham from the St. Lawrence market. I'm gonna divide that amongst my sandwiches. Top each with a 1/4 cup of cheese. Oh, I'm eyeballing this. Like, why start, you know, now? Add 1 piece of bread on top. So we're making sandwiches now. But wait, there's more. Cover these in the rest of our cheese. And look, bear in mind, this is breakfast. This is a French breakfast sandwich. This is a French McGriddle. Royale avec cheese. In the meantime, while that's in there, we gotta fry a couple eggs, because let's not forget, this is breakfast. It's not lighting, Damon. Okay. Medium-high heat, non-stick pan. You'll know if the pan is hot, because if you touch it and the pan is hot. Why stop now with the butter, huh? Butter's going in. We want to cook our eggs on like low-ish heat. Huh?
Smells like those things are fucking on fire.
Dude, that's what I said. 7 to 10 felt aggressive. Oh yeah, dude, they're on fire.
Were they?
No, but they're definitely done. Jesus Christ. Okay, those were in there for 3 minutes. I told you that seemed like a lot. Did I not say I said that seems like a lot?
This is going under the broiler for 7 to 10 minutes. I gotta keep an eye on it close because that scares me.
I feel like those may have got a little overcooked. Maybe that's why you cut the crust off. I'm thinking maybe that's why you cut the crust off.
Cut the crust off the bread. I'm not doing that.
Because that was not in there for 7 minutes. That was in there for not even 3 minutes. And look, we're learning together here. Crack an egg. Guy who's never cracked an egg before. Season with some salt, pepper. You can see that there's 3 parts of the egg. There's the yolk, everybody knows that part. And then there's the white, but the white actually has 2 parts. I meant to look up the scientific name, but I don't remember. We don't want this ugly, shitty part of the white. That's like, we're gonna get rid of that. That's for Cypher. There you go, buddy. Cypher gets the egg whites. And that's gonna give us much prettier looking fried eggs. We're gonna take a lid with a splash of water in it, and we're gonna go onto the pan and we're gonna steam our eggs. This does call for sunny side up eggs, but I want the steam to fully cook the white. Let that go for like 1 minute. You can see just until the white is fully set. That's a little bit disappointing. It's not showbiz. It's showbiz. It's not showbiz. The next sandwich doesn't involve any cooking at all, so. You're also, it should be noted that these eggs, it's like, if you time this right, the eggs are done right when these things come out of the oven and boom, bang, everything's hot.
Bro, that's edited now.
They're sitting to blur them out.
Yeah.
Should we plate this bad boy? Put your sandwich on the plate. We're gonna take our prettier looking sunny side up egg. If that yolk didn't break, bro, garnish with a healthy amount of shallots. These aren't shallots. Garnish with a healthy amount of chives. Make that look real pretty. Ignore the burnt bits. Should we cut into this and get pornographic yolk squirt? There we go. Croque madame. Look at that, get that. Oh yeah. How's that look on the inside? Delicious. Let's get a nice bite of this sandwich. I mean, obviously it tastes good. It's like bread and cheese. Even though I burnt the hell out of it with an egg on top. He even says in the book, if you can put an egg on something, you should.
That was the most insane bite.
Try this. Maybe you can do it better. Oh my God. Maybe you can do it better. Me and my camera boy, we're gonna go enjoy these sandwiches now, and then we'll be right back with our lunch sandwich. So now we've had breakfast, it's time for lunch, something a little bit lighter. If you followed me on TikTok, you know I'm a big fan of simple sandwiches. I think if you got good ingredients, you don't need to overload your sandwich with all sorts of shit. You're all putting too much stuff on sandwiches. You don't need to overload your sandwich if you got good ingredients. So that's exactly what this is. It's 3 ingredients. Matty adds Dijon to his. I've never tried that, but I'm willing to. I have an open mind. It does feel like we're overcomplicating a classic, but who am I to judge? Last year I did have this sandwich in Paris, so you could say I'm an expert. Start with a French baguette that we are going to split open. Seems like the most dangerous way to go about doing this. It's just completely falling apart. It's okay.
There's also steam coming out of it.
Well, that's good. It's nice and warm. All right, and then we're gonna take 4 tablespoons of fancy unsalted French butter. And we're going to just give it, okay. This was supposed to be the easy one. Like I didn't think 2 I annihilated this baguette.
How did you?
I don't know. Maybe I warmed it up a little bit too much. Whatever. We're spreading butter thickly on. Thickly spread your butter on. Cut away. Cut to something else. Well, I'll put a picture of me eating this in Paris to distract them while I try to spread butter on this. They didn't seem to struggle like this. I've made this before. This I'm.
Oh, it's a ham sandwich.
Some Dijon. Oh yeah. How about that, huh? Nice Dijon on there. I don't want too much Dijon. I don't want the mustard to overpower. So I'm gonna stop there. We're gonna hit all of this. Some Maldon salt. And then we just gotta pile our ham just to the sky, or cram as much ham on this as possible. All that nice French ham I got from the St. Lawrence market. It's good. It's good after that heavy breakfast of, what do we have? Croque Madame. To really just lighten it up a bit with just more ham. Dude, crown that bad boy. Boom. Is that enough ham? Should we put more ham in there? It's looking pretty beautiful to me. There it is, baby. It's showbiz. And it says actually to shove this in my pocket, smoke a cigarette, don't even eat it, then ride my bicycle on a cobblestone street, lean against a wall, then go to the beach, and then eat it with my favorite cornichons. So, it's the winter time in Canada. No. Bonjour. This is a delicious ham sandwich. With that baguette, it's gonna be so dirty. Buy better bread. Oh my God. Follow me so I go to culinary school.
I have a coupon.
I know.